Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do a quick review of Discovery Plus, The Single Life. Season 1, Episode 23, Is This the End? If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. To all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of The Single Life, I would rate it a D. I didn't think anything interesting happened. It was just the same foo-la-la, so let's get into it. So the first person that I would like to talk about is Brittany and Terence. As we all know, Brittany has ghosted Terence several times. And yet Terence is considering taking Brittany back each time. Now we see Terence who is meeting Brittany at a restaurant because he has now been ghosted for the second time for another 2 weeks. Brittany goes on these 2-week hiatus from dating, and I don't know what the hell Brittany's doing during this time period, right? But anyway, so they meet. Brittany is talking about that, she has been hurt and damaged from previous relationships. She has a trust issue when it comes down to men. She feels like all men are bad because she had one bad apple. But I wonder how some of the men feel about her. Anyway, so, they make a decision that, they're going to get together, and so they do. And Terrence is giving Brittany the business. He tells Brittany that, he felt like he didn't want to come on a date. He really didn't even know why he was there. And so Brittany is like, well, I was going through my stuff and I felt like men were bad and I had to get myself together. And so he's like, that's no excuse for you, Brittany, for not calling me and communicating. You can communicate that to me the same way you sitting here at this table and communicating it is the same way that you can communicate it to me over the phone or through a text message or whatever. And Brittany is apologizing to him, and he is like, you know what, I just want to go ahead on and bang it out with the girl. So I'm going to go through the motions. I'm going to go through the motions and act like I have forgiven her. And guess what? At the end of the day, he forgave Brittany and said that he would give her one more chance. They go back. Of course, he asked her again if she would go back with him to the Airbnb. Brittany is saying that she really wants Terrence to know the woman that she is. And of course, she wakes up in the bed with him the next morning. I'm not impressed, Brittany. We're just not impressed. I don't know, how that was showing him what type of woman that she was. I mean, she has been ghosting the man. She hasn't really been having a good relationship with him. So why is she up in the bed with him like that? Like I don't have no understanding about the hell is going on with Brittany. Like seriously, for real. But anyway, Brittany has made a decision that this is, what she gonna do. She gonna bang it out with the man. She says that she wants to be in a relationship with him. But to me, it's just knocking the boots with Brittany. I mean, pfft. The next person that I want to talk about is Danielle. Danielle, of course, is on the best date of her life with Rob. This is the second date that the two of them have gone on. When we saw them the last time, they were throwing axes. And, of course, when they went to sit down and have a serious conversation, Danielle jumps up from the table and runs away, and she's screaming, hollering, and crying because she has to tell this man that her ex-husband said that, she smells like a fish market. And so now she has made a decision after the second date that she has to tell this guy this. You don't have to tell him any of that, honey. He's already seen the episode. He already knows. But anyway, so they have the producer to go and comfort baby Danielle. Okay, and I don't know whether or not she took the pacifier out, but anyway. And so, the producer goes behind scenes and Danielle's, I mean, Mama, I have to tell him what he said. It hurt me. Now, this man didn't apologize. He done sent all kinds of flowers and cards. He done dropped by with his 18-wheeler. I mean, he done did it all. Danielle, when the hell are you going to get over this? So, of course, the boyfriend is sitting there, he like, he looking at the producers and the cameramen and everything. He like, the fuck is going what's going on? So, he like, I said, poor Rob. He tried. He tried. So, of course, Danielle comes back and she's sitting at the table trying to make apologies. And she tells Rob that, her ex-husband told her that no man would ever want to sleep with her because she said he was saying that I was smelling and stuff like that. That I had an odor. I was smelling like a fish market. He was saying things, so I'm hurting no damage by it and I had to tell you and everything. So, the boyfriend Rob was like, you know what, Danielle, I understand. I'm fat too. And my ex-wife, my ex-girlfriend, everybody used to tell me, how fat I was and I was insecure about it and everything. It happens to the best of us. And so, Danielle like, okay, so you stinking too? And I'm like, Danielle, he ain't say he's stinking. He said, he have a problem with, some of his relationships and stuff like that. So anyway, Danielle, decides that this is the man for her. He says, they shutting the mofo down. You've been crying for over an hour, and now they want us up out of this camp. And so, the two of them leave out, and he opens up the door for Danielle, and then he gives Danielle a kiss. And I was like, bitch, what's wrong with me? He gave Danielle a kiss? So, Danielle is giggly and all of that kind of stuff. And, she's like, I'm in love again. This time I mean it. I'm in love again. I moved my furniture around, so this side of the room got good acoustics, that kind of little echoey acoustics. And then this side of the room is full, but I'm, having some other furniture and stuff delivered. But I love how that sounds. I'm in love again. Okay. This time I mean it. In love again. Okay, but anyway, so Danielle, is, he takes Danielle back to her place and everything, and he asks her for a third date. They have a lot that they can relate on and everything, and so, they get back to the place and he kisses Danielle and she gets in the bed with the dog. And so Danielle is now, dating someone that she can relate to and that can relate to her. Congratulations, Danielle. And so then after that, right, we, the next couple that I want to talk about is Coltie and Vanessa. As we all know, Coltie and Vanessa have been dating each other. They're at Big Bear. And, he believes that this is the right time for him to propose to Vanessa. And so Vanessa is, unawares that Coltie is going to propose to her, which I didn't believe. I'm sorry, Vanessa. I don't believe that caught you by surprise. But anywho, so she, it's down on the dock and Coltie comes and he says, let's get married and will you marry me? And so, she's looking shocked and everything. She can't believe it. And she's like, what the fuck are you doing? And Coltie was like, will you marry me? I want to be with you, woo-doo-woo-doo-woo. And so, she's like, wait a minute, first of all, let's clear some things up. She still doesn't trust him. She tells Colt that she still doesn't trust him and that this yes doesn't mean that it's immediate. She has a lot of things that she needs to work through and he needs to work through in the relationship and that she just not, it's not going to be automatic. She asks Coltie, would he be willing to wait a year or so before before they get married? And he said yes. Now, of course, we know Coltie doesn't probably agree with it, but at the end of the day, she didn't say no. And so she said yes to a long engagement, and nobody was surprised. Next couple that we're going that we're going to talk about is Ed and Liz. Of course, Ed is, at home, dragging his ass with his mama. And he wants to talk about Liz. He feels that he is number 4 on Liz's priority list. Bitch, at least you on it. At least you on it. When was the last time you really did self-inventory on your ass? When was the last time you ever looked at yourself in the mirror, Ed? You just not the cutest. Now, I'm not either. But I damn sure don't look like you. And so, I don't... He says that the first thing on Liz's list is her daughter. The second thing on Liz's list of priorities in her life is her job. The third thing is her friends, and the fourth thing is him. Bitch, that's in the right order. Matter of fact, she can put a couple of other things in front of you. Bitch, ain't no way in the world you would even be number 4 for me. But anyway, so he wants to confront Liz about it. They get in the car, and of course he tells Liz that him and his mother was talking about her. So, Liz got a problem with, him talking about her to everybody. Talking about her to the daughter. Talking about her to his friend. He talking about her to a therapist. I mean, goddamn, who is he not talking about her to? And so they sit down and have an uncomfortable ass dinner with him chewing and talking at the same time. I said, bitch, my whole damn appetite would have been gone for 365 days, bitch. If I had to sit across the table from Ed while he chewing and talking and his neck moving, bitch, oh my God, I feel like I just blew up in my mouth. So, he tells Liz that he feels like he's not the priority on her list. He wants to know, is she in it for the forever and everything? And Liz was like, God damn, I can't catch a break from him. And so Liz says that, she misses him too. And, she missed talking to him and telling her about her night and her day. And I'm saying, Liz, there's no reason why you should not be able to still do that, right? So I'm just like, okay, whatever the hell. Liz is at this point playing games and trying to, back up out of Ed's life. But Ed keeps coming with that damn camera crew. And so, Liz is like, I'm going to go hit on the film with the mofo. They ended up spending a day later on at the beach because Liz, during that dinner, said that she would put him up, put him in number 3 on her priority list, which means that he'll be before her friends' bullshit, okay? So anyway, they go to a beach and it's cold on the beach and they run around and she's throwing him around like, the Humpty Dumpty on the wall, bitch. I said, he about to crack, bitch. He about to crack. If you don't take Humpty Dumpty and put him back on that wall, stop slamming Humpty Dumpty around on that damn sand and that beach water like that, because Humpty Dumpty gonna crack on your ass. But anyway, they were having a good time and they come back and Ed asks Liz to move in with him. Of course, Liz gives this long pause and all these excuses, but at the end of the day, she agrees to move in with Ed. Liz, you took yourself through so many things on this show only to break up with Ed and tell us to enjoy the tell-all. What the fuck? You allowed these things to happen in your life. You truly did. And a lot of the stuff you didn't have to go through. But that's what you chose to do. So, can't nobody be mad at your ass. But at the end of the day, come on, Liz, do better. Who was the last? Molly. Molly and Kelly are talking. Molly has found out that the accusation that she lodged against Kelly, saying that Kelly had a baby, won't true. So Kelly is, there. She says, Kelly, let's go outside. I want you to clean my deck off. I want you to be, my Mr. Handyman. So Kelly says, sit your pretty ass down. I'm going to go ahead and clean this up. And this is the time that Molly makes a decision that she's going to talk to Kelly about this baby. That's some bull crap because, daggone well, that would be pillow talk. That wouldn't be something that you would wait to sit outside on the lawn in front of everybody and talk about. But anyway, Molly asked Kelly whether or not, her daughter is sufficient for him to, take care of. She said that she still needs help with her daughter and all that. He said that's all well, fine and good, but they got a daddy. Okay? Wait a minute. Before I finish, Ed told told Liz that Liz was born the week he got his damn divorce, and that he knows that she had a significant role and she was supposed to have been in his life based on that. No, what that tells you is that you are dating. I'm trying not to say the wrong thing, bitch, because I'm so trying not to get sued out this. Why would that be something significant that any woman would want to hear? You were born the week I got my divorce from my wife. The fuck? I mean, am I supposed to be celebrating? It's like, why would that have been important for me to know? What up? Anyway, back to Molly. So Molly, basically tells him that, how would he feel if she wasn't able to give him a child? And he said, that's something that I want. He never said that this was something that was a non-negotiable for him. While he tried to, he never clearly articulated that, right? And so anyway, Molly makes a decision that she's going to tell him that she had her tubes tied. And thank you so much, Teresa, for the $4.99 super chat. So Molly tells him that she had her tubes tied and it would cost a lot of money for her to be able to reverse it. She said the reason why she got her tubes tied was because that when she got pregnant with Kinsley, she made a decision that she never wanted to be pregnant with this particular baby daddy anymore. And I'm sitting up there thinking to myself, I mean, you don't have to get your tubes tied to make sure that you don't get pregnant. I mean, they're like, what, 150 different contraceptives on the market, Molly? You couldn't pick any, mini, money, mo, one of them mother... So anyway, she says she's got her tubes tied. She doesn't really want to have a baby. And now they're trying to make it appear that the relationship between her and Kelly is over. Bitch, they've already shown the tell-all. He's sitting up there just as fat and pudgy as he can be. And he's just as happy to be with Molly. Bitch, ain't no way in the world that any of this... What'd you say? Most welcome. Auntie is the only one I super chat. Thank you, boo. Thank you. They're trying to make this seem like this is more than what it is. But since I've been looking at this show for so long and seeing how happy Marley is, like at the tell-all and all of that kind of stuff, got the nerve to be talking about Brittany being late. It's pretty obvious that this relationship is a meaningful relationship to Molly, and this is a man that she cares about and that he's going to stay in the relationship. I don't know how they going to spin it right, whether or not he's going to say, you know what, I decided that I really don't want a baby, we can adopt, or whether or not, like whatever. They're going to still stay together. Ain't no way in the world these bitches is breaking up. I really do believe that my ass need to stop doing 90 Day Fiance because the fool all is getting on my goddamn nerve. So if you have any suggestions for any shows that I could do other than that goddamn Sister Wives, I don't want to be bothered with that fool-la-la, with that mess, that raunchy, trifling mess. That crap is a mess, and I don't want to have nothing to do with none of them bitches, okay? So don't suggest that I do or touch any of that stuff, okay? Seeking Sister Wives, none of that bull, okay? None of it. I don't want to have nothing to do with that. Nope, not even that one. That extreme sister bullshit, ain't no way in the world them people is right. Because as far as I'm concerned, now I'm thinking about that one. I am thinking about the laundry dude because I did hear about that one. But I'm going to tell you right now, yes, I will be doing that, but that is on Auntie's Advice channel for women. Yes, I will be doing continuing the Web of Lies. I did one today, and my lighting wasn't right, so I'm going to come back out and do that one, okay? Hoarders has a new season, and them nasty bitches make me throw up, right? So, hell no. But anyway, y'all, I love you all to pieces. Thank you all so much for being here. We all going to be finding some different stuff to do, bitch, because I'm going to tell you right now, this stuff is getting on my nerve. Love y'all. Bye.